everyone, my name's Erica. I'm an integration coach here at Bwiti Life, the Iboga Retreat Center in Mayan Riviera, Mexico. I'm sitting here with one of our long-term guests.
Hi guys, I'm Nunzio. I've been here for a month and with Bwiti Life, and it's been so amazingly rewarding. I came here to take care of a problem I had throughout my life, and it's been a long time since I've been a cocaine addict, probably since I was 20 years old. I've been a cocaine addict, and I hit it really well. Um, but I'm so grateful getting through the layers because cocaine wasn't the problem. The problem was like being fearful, self doubt, wasn't in control of my self talk. I was always worried about it. I was always worried about myself and what people thought. And it was like really destructive for me. And now it's been 7 ceremonies that we've gone through, and it's been like so heart opening and I'm really grateful for the Michael and the team here at Bwiti Life in Cancun, Mexico. I'm so grateful I made the choice to come here almost like a month and a half now. I actually extended my stay, and I'm really grateful, guys. Thank you so much.
So throughout the 4 weeks that he's been here, we've taken videos before and after each ceremony. So before we look at what his intentions for the ceremony are, as well as the questions that he's going to ask, how he's going to work with the medicine. And then after each ceremony, we talk about his experience as well as the insights that he got from Iboga. So this has shown us such incredible progress that he's made, and it's been such an honor working with you and so much fun. It's just been amazing watching him come back to life.
I'm really grateful. I feel I'm full of gratitude for everything and all you guys, and I can't repay you enough. I have my life back. I have my heart, and the heart that I was so scared to express with the world. It's back. It's here. Thank you for opening me up. Thanks.
So feel free to watch from beginning to end, or to skip through to the different ceremonies to see the progress for yourself. The footage has been shortened just to have like the most important parts in, but otherwise it's completely unedited, it's unscripted. And if you're vibing any of it, if you can relate, then please don't hesitate. Reach out. Our contact info is here. And I'd love to do a health assessment with you over the phone, and we could just chat to see if you're a good fit for the medicine. We still have flights coming into Cancun, so we're still accepting short-term and long-term guests during this quarantine, and it's kind of been really, really awesome place to be during the quarantine to work on yourself. Such an awesome opportunity.
It really is, guys. Check it out. If you got the space and you feel like you need some extra help with yourself, or you feel like you're ready for it, it's a great place to be, and everybody here is so strengthening and supportive, and they're always open. The doors are always open to help, and yeah, it's really great. Thanks.
A little later, we're going to be talking with Michael about how it was for him to work with Nunzio and his experience through all of this and watching the footage. So for now, just please enjoy the show.
Have a great day, guys.
My name is Nunzio Furlano. People call me Nunzi. Nuns, it's either way. For the longest time in my life, I lived inside my brain or my heart and never really expressed um, what I felt and what my dreams were, and held everything in for forever for this whole time. Keeping all that stuff inside my whole life led into depression and addiction. And at the beginning, it was fun, I guess, and but it was something more than that. It was something really deep, and the addiction and the recreational use of drugs, alcohol, anything, what became a problem, and it became a safe spot for me. And started to hate myself a lot through life, and I started reflecting on everything: family, friends, work, money, self love. But I was never aware of self talk and my inner self, and how to heal this, and how to really stay true to myself. So about 3 years ago, I was introduced to Iboga and Michael, and a great community, and this medicine Iboga really resonated with me, and it let me feel and look within myself, and really have a great conversation with myself. It made me really aware of my self talk, and what was really going on inside. But 3 years ago, it helped me for a little while, and then I fell off because I couldn't stay committed to myself. Maybe I wasn't fully ready, but the ceremony and the medicine brought something really beautiful to my life, and was really grateful for the experience with Michael. And it's 2020, and it feels like I'm ready to um, how do I say it? Really embrace this, and use this time and space as one of the greatest tools I've ever experienced. Um, my intentions for this retreat would be to start living a truthful life, and a healthy life, and a life that involves loving myself, and really being grateful for, even if it's just my heartbeat, but there's so much more. Extremely happy that I'm actually putting an effort into myself and for myself. It's going good. Today's a good day to be alive. That's for sure. I'm really grateful to be alive today. Yeah. The first ceremony was really rewarding. Was more of a detox for me, because I got into drugs. I got into my addiction a lot heavier, because I was scared of me. Um, but as the days went on, it was really great because I felt a lot more present, and I felt a lot of lessons, and a lot of awareness came, and a lot of things came up that I didn't even realize that were there. It was really good to find the truth of not being true to myself. And a lot of it was, why am I following anybody but my own way? Kind of gave me, that was the repeated message through the journey. It was really great to feel my thoughts by being able to express them, not just keep them inside.
Good.
Yeah, it was great. It is great right now. It's a really great moment to be alive. Like, I really feel grateful for all of this. And you guys are amazing. The whole community here at Bwiti Life is tremendous. Everybody's so good and great and supportive. More strengthening than supportive, I'm going to say. They're strengthening us and letting us find our own way, and kind of like leading us in the right direction, not telling us where to go, and which is good. Not to be should or have to, or no one telling you you should do this or you should do that, which is a great feeling. And thank you guys. It almost made me quit smoking. I found myself tonight in my bed doing breath work instead of having a cigarette. I did some breath work and avoided the smoke. That was a really positive moment.
It's amazing.
Thank you. feel like there's no expectations. I feel like I'm ready for whatever may come, and I feel present, more present than I was a week ago, 2 days ago. My intention is to forgive myself for all not so good choices I made through life. And I always felt like I had a big part in my mom's death. It really hurt me for the last 3 years. I was really struggling with it. I thought I forgave myself, but Iboga brought that up for me, and I didn't forgive myself. But right now, I feel like that anger is like maybe not all gone, but it's helping me work on it, and I feel more peace with it, like it wasn't my fault. And another one, another intention for tonight is um, not to get so far ahead of myself. Take it patiently, step by step, just like I would build a house, stud by stud, joist by joist, rafter by rafter. Yeah, and it doesn't take a day. It takes a couple weeks for a house, but for a life, it might take a little longer than that. It will take a lot longer than that, but those small steps are really rewarding. And this morning was a good step because the first time I did something for myself.
What was that?
Breath work, when we Kundalini breath work when we woke up.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And then our breath work, that was the second thing all day we did good for ourselves. And the spiritual shower just felt really freeing.
Today.
So the ceremony last night was really, really beautiful. Um, our friend Jonathan, he talked about how important self-talk was, and it's something that was with me my whole life, and always thought I was crazy because people always thought me I was crazy for talking to myself. It was actually the most powerful thing anybody can do is talk to themselves. It's like, what are you saying to yourself? What are you talking to yourself about? And so a lot of things came up from where it started, from childhood, listening to friends, listening to family, and people criticizing my ability to talk to myself and work my way through creating. As a kid, I was always by myself, and I always talked my way through things. And somewhere along the line, I forgot. But it came back into my life about 4 to 5 years ago, and I never forgot about it. But this last year has been really tough. I made it tough. I really made it tough on myself to get past this year, but I did. And I'm here now and so grateful for this experience. So Jonathan talked about self-talk, and he brought a really cool reminder into my world. And so I found myself working with the medicine and having this beautiful conversation with myself and forgiving myself and working my way out of the nonsense that was coming in, and like that doesn't even exist. And like, so you're talking your way through this, and this is what Iboga lets us do. And that's why it's really, I feel like it was really important for me to understand this on that subconscious level. I like to figure stuff out, and I know if anyone has an addiction problem, and mine was pretty great. Mine was pretty heavy, and I was really hard on myself. And this is what pulled me through. Iboga led me back into being gentle with myself and really caring about how I'm speaking to myself. And I'm really grateful. Well, today's a little, well, right now, just before ceremony, I feel a little overwhelmed with a lot of thoughts and um, with everything that's going on. Um, I worked all my questions, and I was still lying to myself. I was still lying to myself about, well, unaware that I was lying to myself until Michael was straight up with me. He said, "Nunes, what do you like? You didn't even like. You didn't have one question here about why you originally came here, and that was for addiction. Always thinking about still blaming situations in my life for the choices I was making, and so tonight, my question is one of my questions is where do I see myself, or how do I see myself in 5 years from now, with an addiction and without an addiction, and it's kind of sending me into a little spin, but um, I like working with Iboga. Me and her are really good friends, and it gets easier as the time goes, as the space goes on, the space we have with her. Um, it gets easier to communicate with yourself because she's literally letting you communicate with yourself, and just a lot going on. There's a lot of mixed emotions, and because I've always been in control. I'm in control of, thought I was in control and wanted control of my own life, and just letting go is. I thought I let go. I really did. I really thought I had let go of a lot of stuff I was holding on to. But that's a major one is trying to control everything that's coming and going out of your life, and being faced with that truth and just really let go. Like, really, what does it mean? And I can't wait for the answers, clarity, yeah, and why I chose to abuse all these years. You know, why did I choose that? And the first time I ever abused, why did I choose that? Even with smoking, same thing. Why did I choose to smoke? I was such a healthy, active teenager, and I chose to start killing myself slowly. For what reason? We're gonna find out, so stay tuned. Today's a really good day to be alive. I'm like super grateful, and I can feel myself again. I can feel my body. And it was really good to feel my body because I'm present. I was present, and through the whole way I was present, and it was feel lit, feel lit, you know. Yeah, I feel lit. Really, really, really beautiful moment. So since the last ceremony, discernment was like huge, like trusting myself, and it's really comfortable to get to a point that there's never been anything wrong with me. It's just adjusting and finding those stuck emotions throughout the body, so that we can be guided. Since the first ceremony to the third ceremony, the after effect, it's been pretty cool to see those moments happen for yourself and for myself, happen for myself, that actually take a little bit of time just to say, you know what?
I need to do something for myself right now in the morning or throughout the day. I need to take 30 seconds or a minute or 5 minutes or whatever. That 30 seconds becomes 30 minutes because then it feels good. And I always thought about what to do and how to do it, and it made me really confused. And then just doing something made a difference, and separating that thought of how to do it is confusing, because how do you do it? You just do it, right? And those little moments of doubt or not wanting to do something, I've noticed that it has really changed. Like, even though, I'm a smoker, and today was the first time I didn't have a cigarette for like 2 hours.
Woo!
I know.
Amazing.
It was amazing, right? And it was good to like make a choice and stick to it. And I remember me first. Remember that. Just like, even if it's the littlest thing, it's like, I'm alive. I'm here on Earth. I'm not always living in spirit world. And just like imagining I'm doing things. And now it's like doing it.
Right.
That's a huge one. It's like really cool. Yeah, letting my spirit guide the way. Like, always want to be in control. Like, man, like I can do it my way.
Yeah.
But inside that man, there's a spirit. And letting that spirit actually listen to someone or something else besides my own ego or mind, or whatever was getting in the way before, is just like, okay, I'm gonna trust life. I'm gonna trust my guide. My guides have always been there. My spirit's always been there. Come this way. And I'm like, no, I'm running the other way, right? And it makes a lot of sense, because I used to run away from a lot of things in life. I used to run away from friends, family, myself, obviously, taking off, And yeah. Oh, yeah, that's one that is pretty confusing to get a hold of. It's really confusing to get a hold of when you don't know what's yours. And then you get to that point of recognizing, this is not my shit. This is not my fucking shit. Why am I taking this? Like, why am I like feeling so like destructive? Like, I want to do bad things, and like I want to like not even focusing on like 99% of the good things that are in my life, and focusing on a freaking little thing that it's not even mine.
Right.
It's not even mine. So yesterday someone had told me, what do you hate about yourself? And I freaking answered. And it brought me to a space where I was 2 weeks ago, or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It brought me to a space of like finding all the things that are not so perfect or not so good of me. But then Erica came to talk to me, and it's really cool how we can talk to each other and like figure stuff out. Because we're always growing, no matter where you are in life. We're always growing. And so when she came to talk to me, he's like, is it yours? Was it yours? Like, where is it? Like, what's going on with it? And I noticed myself going into like someone else's life, going into someone else's energy system, and taking away like someone else's garbage, because that's what it is. It's just their garbage. They're trying to like unleash it, but they just know how to unleash it on us, because they don't really work on themselves. And then we're good like that. We're like the best garbage containers for these people. We're the best garbage containers, because we'll sit there and take it all. And now separating it was huge. And in the past, that situation would have set me into a hole for months, maybe even years.
Mhm.
Would have been, what the heck did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I just ignore them, separate them, and say, that's not my shit.
Yeah. So how long did it take you this time?
Less than 25 minutes.
Yes.
Less than 25 minutes. Maybe even less. I don't even realize, but it like happened really quick.
Yeah.
And I went to bed happy. I woke up happy. In the last ceremony, something came up was a childhood trauma of being bullied. And I was bullied a lot, but it was my fault. I tortured myself. I put myself in that situation. But as a kid, you just want a friend. You want friends. You want to like learn new things. And my friend was a little bit older, and maybe he really didn't want me in that space. Maybe I was that annoying kid neighbor. I'm not sure, but he always opened his door for me, and maybe it was a good way for him to unleash his anger or his way of showing friendship, and maybe he didn't understand that either. So I had to kind of forgive him, and forgive myself for myself, putting myself in that situation. So I had to like really let that go and just let it go. And it was such a good feeling to let it go. And how important it is to like really love the people that love you and recognize it. And that was a tough one. That I couldn't recognize it. I didn't know how to love me. I was just so angry inside with this childhood trauma. Working on discernment, working on taking things personally, and just building on it. Because there's a lot of, like, I'm 40 years old now. There's a lot of habits I created in my thoughts, and they're like, sometimes you find them hiding. And just like, let's clear the slate. So tonight, there's still a lot going on with my mom. I found myself even taking a little nap and waking up in like full-blown tears. And but when we grieve someone, it's not so easy, especially when it's your mom. So, but there's something attached to it, right? So this is the intention is what's that attachment? Where is it coming from? And so grateful for all you guys, and it's just amazing how strengthening the whole team is, and everybody's so different, and there's such different approaches to it, and it like really throws you around because it's like whoa, but everybody's got the same intention because they love you and they want to see life in you, like using that life to like love you and be, and that the best thing I've ever given myself in 30 years, maybe probably my whole life, is this moment, is this chance to give myself a chance. I'm 40 years old and it's the first time, so hopefully it's never too late to recreate. Never too late to recreate. And I love it.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy today.
Right now, before ceremony, I'm actually feeling a little overwhelmed and a little anxious. I guess it's normal, and not having something external to run away from it. Actually, like, gonna work on it and build up on it and bring it in and feel and really feel life's love for myself for the first time, truly. We always have like glimpses of it through life, but actually walking in it, and obviously there's gonna be ups and downs. If you avoid those downs, how are you gonna learn? how are we gonna help another with how are you gonna help yourself? If you lie to yourself, there's never a down. There's always downs. Just not letting them cloud us is huge. Like not focusing on it, not letting it take control of our minds for longer than 3 seconds. As me as being an addict in the past, it didn't help me at all. You know, it just made me more angry inside. I was covering up all that stuff. But at this moment, I can sit down and have a conversation with somebody, starting to have a conversation with somebody, and have some space in between um, what's happening inside me. And it's that relationship has helped me have better relationships with others. Uncovering why I was so cocky and why in this creating this cocky, conceited part of me really hurt me. And today I feel really humble that I confronted it. It was really hard facing that truth, knowing that I did that, I made that choice. I did and accepting that was the key to letting it go. This is the first time that I've been listening to my heart the whole way through, and having the right people do this, guiding me through it is really important. And with the family here, it really feels. I really felt they were really gentle with me most of the time when I needed someone to tell me stop lying to yourself. That's the best kind of friend you can ask for. Someone to be truthful with you. Tonight is the acceptance of me. The acceptance of me. You always got a chance. Never give up. When you're ready, you'll know. Don't put so much pressure on it. I put a lot of pressure on myself throughout life. It was really simple. I just asked myself one day, do you want to live? Do you still want to kill yourself? Or are you going to give yourself a chance? And there's always a chance. You always have a chance. See you episode. Was this freedom and this and I felt my third eye completely open. And but one of the things that I hadn't dealt with was um, expectations, and that was something that really hurt me through my whole life. And it was It was, maybe it's not the last one, but it feels like a really big one to overcome. And I'm really grateful that I overcame it. And right now, understanding the art of caring not to care enough for yourself to share, but care enough not to care what people do with it and how they react to it, so I can hold my own light and hold my own love, and not let that put me down into holes like it would have in the past. So, going into this ceremony, into our sixth ceremony, well, my sixth ceremony in a row, is pretty cool. I really feel like honored. I feel honored that that the time is now, and I'm really happy that I'm giving myself this opportunity and this length, this amount of time and this amount of space to really understand myself, and it's so much easier now to operate. My thoughts are organized. I am waking up in the morning and feel motivated, feel happy. But one thing I do want to work on tonight
is social anxiety. Like I still find a little bit of social anxiety. My morning routine. So I like asked myself like, okay, what do you want to do and what do you like to do? And so I've been trying a few things, and I started with one thing, that was waking up and giving thanks and having water. Those were two things that I really wanted to do and focus on for myself, remembering to bring life back into my body and start with a positive day with thanks. And then a couple days later, I started implementing Tai Chi and started creating movement and doing things for myself. It was really helpful and this is where Iboga let me have this conversation. It says, "What's good for you? Like, what do you want, and what do you like to do?" And it let me do it. Like, I was like, "Yes, let's do it. I'm ready to do it." And it's been really cool to start my day in movement and meditation. And when I wake up, when my soul enters my body again, I just wake up and start my day, and I don't procrastinate. It's a huge one because I used to do that a lot. I used to procrastinate, waking up, just wanted to lay there and just veg in my bed and just dream about doing the things I'm doing now. But now I'm doing them. There's no more dreaming. It's literally living the dream, and that's the best part. And I'm so grateful. I'm really so grateful for this gift of life. Thank you, plant medicine.
Do you want to tell me about your last ceremony?
Sure do. So last ceremony, didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to do it. I thought that everything was good, and I was like, I had got rid of all this stuff, and I'm healed, and just great, And I found myself resisting throughout the whole day, everything with breath work, and there was a few other things that I was resisting throughout the day. But I entered the ceremony. So we entered the ceremony, and in the ceremony, as as I took the medicine, I was really like tense in my stomach, and I just thought I was having a bad experience. I was like, this is not working. I shouldn't have did this, And I was just doubting and resisting all of it, and but what ended up happening was it was the best thing in my life. It was like there was a breakthrough moment. It was just brought me back to the beginning of my life, how it all started in an incubator, disconnected from mom and life and all mankind. I was just by myself for 3 months in the incubator, and it brought me back there, and I was really lonely, and not having your mom's love or your mom's heartbeat at that age is a really crucial thing. So I had to go back and forgive myself and forgive life, and it was just something that they were doing to save me and help me so I can be here today. And I had to understand that, and I didn't understand it without the work of the ceremony that night. And then I got to see other sides of myself, and brought me back to childhood and the things I really love to do, and that is singing and dancing, and that was my expression through my whole life internally. And then as I got older, it actually became real for me in my room. Um, in my room, I used to dance and sing and just be really happy on my own. But I was so scared to show everybody who I was and really own my heart and in my own way, and my creativity and my weirdness, quirkiness, however you may put it, however someone wants to put it. But my own heart and my own way is what I feel is right for me. And I always felt really judged by people that weren't doing things for themselves. I was always up for anything, and somewhere along the line, I would start to judge myself. But But Iboga brought me back to that point, and truly accepting myself for who I am, and this gift I have, and how grateful I really am in this moment to have joined that ceremony. I'm very grateful that I didn't choose to back away from myself. Um, it's very easy to lie to ourselves. It's very easy to convince yourself that there's no more work and I'm healed and I'm good to go. Well, he's my ego. He's a grand wall builder. He builds really big walls. And Wally's starting to build a wall. I was starting to build walls again. But I quickly was aware of it, and we've been breaking them down since the first ceremony. And yes, I'm just so grateful that I'm aware of my self-talk and and how easy it is for one thought to take away from what you're really doing and bring fear into your life. So another point is really good is I noticed myself in the past when I stopped doing things for myself, when I was stopped working on my remote control cars and stopped building motors or dirt biking or street biking or washing my truck, and I noticed I started going into gossiping a lot. Gossiping, it's very traditional in a European home. Always talking about something else besides yourself. This is one key aspect. It brought me to understand that gossip is only leads to self-judgment and anger and insecurities about myself. Because what I was talking about, if I'm talking about somebody else, I'm literally talking about myself. So this shifted as well. So Iboga brought me to my bedroom as I was beatboxing, and I would create music and create my own music with my voice and my beats and from down here. I bring it all up, and this is where Iboga reminded me where to speak from my eternal life source. And I'll just share you a little something of what I'm coming up with and what I'm sharing with the world. So we are plant-based. We are plant-based. We plant on planet Earth. Plant on planet Earth. So you see, I can make up a song with anything I say, anything I talk about, and this is what I used to do. I used to I really wasn't a strong writer as a kid. You know, I didn't have academics on my side, but I did have creativity and a very imaginative mind. My imaginative mind took me to spaces that I didn't understand. But right now, I'm so grateful that that imagination has come to life again, and I feel very present and very grateful and very aware of myself and my surroundings. And I'm so grateful for Iboga life itself. Thank you.
So that was the final ceremony that you just watched. So what was it like watching yourself back?
Whoa, what a difference! It's not like, I mean, everything that was inside me this whole time has come out, and is like I'm doing things, and it's like it's amazing to just want to do things and be present, like truly present. Learning how to leave space within a conversation with another human being is so nice. Being able to be engaged within a conversation and engage with myself and having the patience to listen to somebody else. I was really, if you watch the first video, I was really tight and anxious, and it's been one amazing ride to right here to right now. It's really nice to watch myself and how confident I am, and this is the person that was inside my heart, and I'm not I'm not scared to share what I feel, and not share to share my knowledge. Um, and just working on approach, and there was a lot of things I used to get really excited about, and looking at myself was really, really um, gratifying for me to see that, and thank you.
So, some of the intentions that you had mentioned in the ceremonies, the pre-ceremony videos, they have gone unanswered. So, how do you feel about answering them right now?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. So, your original intention for the entire retreat was to live a more truthful life. Do you feel like you've accomplished that?
Yes, I'm very, very truthful with myself. Find myself being able to work through my thoughts and my feelings, especially in conversation. You know, you sometimes you just jump right into saying what's in your head, but not actually feeling what was happening and how the next person might feel, or again leaving the space for someone to be in a conversation, to have a conversation, not just one-sided. Yeah, and that's a big part of discernment and trusting that patience always pays off. Yeah.
And have you forgiven yourself for the not so good choices that you've made in the past?
That was a really tough one. The choices I made led me to you guys, to today.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't regret it, but I absolutely have forgiven myself for all that. And it's not so easy sometimes when you don't understand what forgiveness is. But being here and listening to Michael and the team share their stories and really helped me understand myself and what forgiveness really is, finding what is my soulmate and who is guiding me, which was me the whole time. That was something that I'll hold within myself for forever. Thanks.
And have you forgiven yourself for your mom's passing?
Yes, absolutely. I thought it was my fault. I always thought it was, since it happened, for her death, I thought it was me. I blame myself. I blame myself for the whole scenario, like her life. I blamed, because it was like I was living a life of destruction. It was really destructive for her. She loved me so much, so then when she passed, I really blamed myself. But I had to understand that it was the way I reacted to her death, and her death was not my fault at all. Yeah. So yes, I do forgive myself.
And have you stopped taking things personally?
Yes, I have stopped taking things personally. That was one of the most challenging ones. It was this, like, the world's not against me, and it's not against anybody. It's just the way we perceive it, and the way I was perceiving it was like everyone was pointing their finger at me, and I just thought I was doing wrong, and maybe I probably was doing wrong, but right now, not taking nothing personally and just doing my best to really be impeccable with my word, so I don't hurt myself. Yeah.
And according to Iboga, why did you start using?
Why did I start using cocaine? I started using cocaine because I really wanted to fit in. And thought like that'd be really cool to start abusing, and it's the only way I could make friends. Wasn't a really good idea.
And where did your social anxiety and cockiness come from?
So, came from a place where I wanted to be that tough guy. I wanted to be this guy that I wasn't, and I was a tough guy. I was a really tough guy, but I wasn't not. I wasn't physically tough. I don't want to. I was emotionally tough, but I covered this up with the physical aspect of being tough. Like I can, I can move things and push people, and this was what covered me up because I was veering away from who I truly was this whole time, and I covered it up really well, like for a long time. That probably started more like when I was 14 years old when I first moved into a subdivision north of Ontario, north of Toronto, sorry, and just wanted to fit in. I had no friends. I had moved away from my childhood home, and I had no friends, and I just wanted to fit in, and I covered my true self up. Yeah.
Nice work.
Thank you.
So should we bring in Michael?
Sure.
Okay. We have Michael here with us now. We just watched the footage all together. So what was it like for you to watch the footage of Nunzio?
It was, having just watched it for the first time, it was really quite amazing to see how you arrived and to where you are today. I mean, and each transition afterwards was, it was amazing to see. And to see it in person was even better, but watch it here and to remember you as when you arrived to, after the first ceremony, second ceremony, all the way through to your fifth, and it was 7 ceremonies, right? And to where you are now, and you've been an amazing client, and not even just a client. I prefer to call a guest of our home now, and you've been amazing. It's been great.
Thank you so much.
And what was it like working with him?
Okay, well that's a little different. Nunzio, you've been easy to work with. You had some experience with medicine before, and you came here with a willingness, and that was what I liked, is to see how willing you are to make changes for yourself, and to go into all those ceremonies for yourself. Except for that one ceremony you had a hard time going into. And that you actually pushed through that and came out the other side and realized that it was all to show you and the stuff that you've been fighting against for so long and fighting yourself about. And it's good to see you not fighting life anymore. It's good.
Thank you.
So what would you like to say to people who are skeptical about Iboga or are on the fence about coming to a retreat?
Okay. Well, if you're skeptical, that's natural. What I would recommend is just to give us a call. Send us an email, give us a call, talk to somebody here. We can answer any of the questions you might have around what we do here and what the medicine is about. Iboga is an incredible teacher, and all we're doing is helping to tutor you through that relationship that we would have with that medicine. And to come to a retreat here, just give us a call. We are open right now, and we are accepting longer term clients, people who want to community isolate. We have many protocols here that we're following in line with the social distancing and sanitization. We have different methods here to help people build their immunities, to help cleanse them. Iboga is also an incredible antiviral medicine. We have microdosing here, as well as doing ceremonies on a regular basis. And we're going to continue to do that all the way through this world crisis that's happening. And if you're willing to and you're able to travel, our airports are open here. And we have just begun to open up again. We shut down for a little while to regroup and figure out what to do. And we're opening up our doors to help people who are in need and who are having a hard time out there right now, who want to find somewhere where they can isolate in a more supportive and healthy community. And we have a lot of great space here, lots of spots. We have and some great people here. So yeah, just give us a call, check out the number, or Or email us at the numbers down below right here. Thank you.
So thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a comment below. Follow us on social media for updates on Nunzio and on future guests. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bwiti Life. Bwiti Life.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Bwiti Life. Bukay.
Bukay.
Okay.
Hey.